Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's her website if you would like to see it, or go there, or check it out, whatever makes you happy. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. That way if you want to search out any of that, there you go. Alright, so what do we have for... I had some cards fall out for Leo during the shuffle. Eight of Cups, moving on to something better. It seems to be coming out from nowhere. It seems like it's coming out from nowhere in the sense of like whoever's around you. This is somebody who's around you and they've been around you a long while. Now, I would say at least 3 to 4 months to where you're used to them. So that I don't know why that's subjective, but you're used to this energy. I think that's what we're saying. The way they act, the way they've been, you're used to it. Some of you it might be 3 to 4 months. Others it's probably a lot longer. All right, we're just gonna roll with it. Now, this seems to like pop up from nowhere. Somebody like they really want to be with you. They have a lot. They like really like they have the Two of Cups energy. And they got a lot of thoughts going on here. I don't know what to say about this because I don't think you're seeing them that way. When I was shuffling, this came out upside down. The Lover's upside down. They're interested. You're not. Not even a little. Not even a little. Which is, I mean, you know, you're just not. You know? You're just not. But they're making a thing about it, is what I'm getting. They might be a little bit overexcited about this. They might believe something's there that's not. They might believe that you're meant to be together, and you're like, well, no, I don't think so. They're a little out of balance, but this is going to put them in balance, because I don't think you're the first person they've had feelings for, they've come forward towards, and they're like, I know how much you like me and I like you too, and you're like, no, I don't, actually, no I don't. I mean, we're cool, we're okay, I don't have a problem with you, but I mean, just because we get along doesn't mean I want to be with you. Like, it's kind of like you're probably friendly to this person, but like you're probably friendly to a lot of people, and they're misconstruing this. They're coming forward very strong, like, oh, I know we're supposed to be together, but when I'm getting the Seven of Cups with it, I kind of feel like it's a fantasy. Or it's like, it's all, they believe something's there, and you're like, there's not. You're going to actually help put them in balance, because I don't think this is the first time this has happened to them. And Leo's not shy to tell somebody, hey, you know, it's not even partially there for me. I mean, we get along, but, you know, getting this situated versus wanting to be in a relationship, totally different. Like, I can work with you, I don't want to be with you at all. And this person needs to accept that. Leo doesn't have a lot of patience for that, usually. At least in my opinion, it's just kind of like, no. That's how it comes across from Leo, like, no, that's not happening. And if somebody gets overly persistent with it, they might get your wrath about it. Kind of like, listen, I don't know what's upset, I don't know what's confusing to you. I said no. Like, why are you confused? I'm not. And if they push it too far, you might get overly descriptive and be like, well, this is why not. No. Okay, so they're just giving you a heads up it's going to happen. I don't see the advice coming in yet, but let's see. This person's a little bit off balance. I already mentioned that, right? Because I'm seeing this heart-mind balance. They need to come into balance. Fly away from it. I'm just getting like ditch it. Ditch it altogether. I know that may seem rotten. I don't think so, though. You don't owe this person anything. You don't owe this person anything. The leadership, I'm noticing the eagle on there, which is like just ditch, fly off, go away. Like you should just walk away from it. It's not worth it. You're gonna say you're gonna tell this person that's it, and then just walk away from it. Just stop reacting to it, and then like, if you have to deal with this person still, I can already see that you're not gonna be very friendly anymore. Like you're like, apparently you take that the wrong way, so we can't be friends. So, um, no. No, 'cause for some of you, I feel like you have to work with this person, and like if you're in a leadership role with them, oh, is that how this goes? For some of you, I think that's what this is. This needs to change. Like, if you have to work with this person, that needs to change. Something needs to change with that. This isn't, I don't like this. This person's not going to take this well. And it does bring stress to you. Might be like in the moment stress. Like just when you have to deal with that person, that's the stress. Kind of like, especially if it's a job thing, kind of like I want to tell this person where to stick it, but not appropriate where we are right now. Because I feel like you're going to have to change the dynamic here. This is probably going to inspire you to make a change. Because I see that's where the Eight of Cups fell out at the bottom here. It's kind of saying you're going to have to go from something good to something better, because this person, I feel like you're going to have to change your connection with them. They're going to make this uncomfortable for you. Like, not like you can't deal with it. Like, obviously, I get that. But it's kind of like, you know how this person feels for you, and it's just kind of like, I always have to work around this. I always have to, like, make sure they don't take anything the wrong way. You know, and I can't be, I can't be too to the point, because then people are going to, blame me for, being the problem, and I'm not the problem. This person's the problem. So we don't want any of that just because you have the strength to stand up and tell somebody no. But Leo sometimes does get a short fuse, kind of like, listen, I told you no, stop. And they get very aggravated. So you can tell me if I'm wrong, but if somebody keeps coming at you and insisting that you want something that you don't, it could really get under your skin, and you might really yell at somebody. I just don't think Leos have the patience for that. Like, no, I told you no, and now you're getting under my skin because you have the nerve to keep asking me. Like, we speak the same language. I speak very clearly. There shouldn't be any problem you understanding what I'm telling you. The good news is you are going to disconnect from this. I just don't know exactly how. Either you're going to get that person to move somewhere else, or you're going to go to something else. So whatever it is, work or whatever it is, you're making a change in your life, and you're going into a new situation, like to protect yourself from the situation is what I'm getting. Whatever it is, you're protecting yourself from the situation, and you're getting something much better. I feel like it's something you weren't even like thinking you needed. You were happy where you were. That's what the Eight of Cups is too. Being kind of sometimes being happy where you are, but going for something better. Sometimes, not always for that card. I know that, because you seem to be making big changes. You're not expecting to. You're not really wanting to begin with. But when you make this change, it leads to something much better. Unexpected in the sense, not unexpected like it's falling in your lap, but like when you go and you do this, it's kind of like, well, I have to. But then you're like, well, you know what? I'm glad I did. This person is there. One of the reasons you have to move on is because they can't get over it. They might be a bit obsessed, obsessed, if I can say it, which is very obnoxious, Like when somebody keeps trying to get your attention and you're not, even if you're not responding, and they just keep doing it, it just makes you loathe the person after a while. It's just kind of like, ugh. Like, when just like you see that name in certain places and you're like, oh, that name. I mean, it's not that person, but it reminds me of them. Ugh. This will go away, but I feel like when you disconnect and go somewhere else, it's done. That's what it's going to take for this person to go away. Make sure you block them on your social media if your social media isn't already private. Just to because if they don't have anything to look at or anything to cyber stalk you with, it'll go away a lot quicker. They just, I just feel like they think something's here that's not. That gratitude card comes in very weird. It's like it's this is a good chance for them to realize that, you know, they're off balance. They need to kind of get their ducks in a row, get themselves together a little better. The fact that not only you're not interested and you keep telling them and then you avoid them and then you flat out just disappear, like, that's a painful but pointed, like, you know, obviously this was not, you were not interested. You were so not interested that you know, detached from them completely. Like, this is going to be a hard lesson for them, but the gratitude is kind of like, I feel like they're going to get it. Like, there's no way for them not to get it. The fact that you literally leave the area they're in and won't work there anymore or be there anymore because they're there. Like, they need that. I know that sounds hard, but I feel like this is what this person needs to realize. If they get these ideas in their head that somebody feels for them, and they don't. And it's hard. It's a hard reality, but they need to snap to it and figure it out. And not to make it really cold, but it's kind of like, you know, something needs to jar the situation, so they look at it differently and they start to think, hey, you know, I was so sure that something was there, but clearly it's not. So what went wrong here? It needs to give. It's a moment for them to just get knocked out of joint, so they can be like, wait, something isn't right here. Like, I thought, but I was wrong. They need to address that so they can actually fix the actual problem, whatever their problem is. You're going to be fine, though. You're going to be fine. I mean, you're Leo, though. Leo usually ends up on their feet at some point. Even if you knock a Leo down and kick them down the stairs, don't do it. But they'll get back up, and if they have the ability to, they'll come back up those stairs, and they'll make you regret it. I know that, too. But you'll still get back up on your feet. You guys always will. This one, it doesn't take that much. This is actually going to go to your favor. This change that is coming forward is actually much more in your favor than what you were at anyway. So, all right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and you have a good day.